It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Baltimore Ravens, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL on this fine afternoon brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Minnesota Vikings and the Baltimore Ravens. And a welcome in, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, so much gets made about offensive comparisons. Here's a matchup where the defenses may just take center stage.
Yeah, we're usually talking about guys scoring touchdowns. How about the guys who prevent them and change the momentum of the game when they take the ball away? I love those ball hawks in the secondary. People after my own heart.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. The Vikings offense coming out for the first time, and in his 5th season leading this crew, coming off his 3rd career Pro Bowl nod, Kirk Cousins.
Not bad for a 4th-round draft pick. Well over 100 career starts now. And the chemistry with his top targets, really on point. They spend a lot of time in practice and after practice making sure the routes are run well, and he knows exactly where they're going to be on the field. And when they get open, he delivers.
They start the drive with Cook. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throwing, Cousins. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, to me, there is no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge, and it's going to bring up 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. And this will be taken at the 13. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Time to see this wide-open Baltimore offense go to work, and leading them, pretty darn good one, Lamar Jackson out of Louisville.
And he remains the league's premier rushing threat and one of the biggest playmakers among quarterbacks. His goal each and every season, continue to expand his game as a passer and become well-rounded. All those highlight reel plays you see, they come off the fact that he can run it, throw it, and scares defenses every time he takes a snap.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 30. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
The first down carry for Davis. And he is going to lose yardage here. It was Daniil Hunter to make the play in the backfield.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play. And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage. And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point. So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
3rd and goal, Jackson.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep it back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Here's Cousins. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Jackson, draw play to Dobbins. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now it's Jackson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins over the middle, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and it's picked up by the Ravens. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll run with Dobbins, and he is going to lose yardage here. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Forced out to his left. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Cousins to throw it. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. On 2nd down, Cousins again. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. This time they stay on the ground, and this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be the call to the punt team as it's 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This will be fielded at the 17. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, let's run through the next-gen stats for the Vikings in that first half. And they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Both teams going back through their game plans, making their final halftime adjustments. And for the call of the second half, we go back up to Baltimore and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
And he is going to lose yardage here. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Into a sea of defenders had intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen.
And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Now they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard, need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
He's going to get...
And a loose football, and it's picked up by the Ravens.
And he'll be taken down, although there is a flag down. Will this stand? So now, I think even our referee is confused. The defense accepted the holding penalty, but they just got the ball on the fumble recovery, so that will be negated. That's a tough one to comprehend.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Sacked on the corner blitz by Marlon Humphrey. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39.
And the next-gen stat's going to show just how much time he had to make a decision, and it's not much. 3 seconds, the final clock.
Third and long for Cousins.
And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
They had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for him. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt.
And now the kick short, but this is a live football picked up in the end zone. He's past the 30, and he will be out of bounds. So a clever idea on the run back, but the field goal unit able to stop him before he could really get going. Baltimore about ready to go on offense.
This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
The Ravens send their punter out now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. Now for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film section tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mention in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
To throw again on second down. Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. This offense so far on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6.
Open man is Osborne. He's got it.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Again, it's Cousins.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. To throw again on second down. Cousins, middle of the field to Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 36. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd.
We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted.
Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
And the Ravensons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll go with the option, coming right. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins.
42 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ballgame.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st.
Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Andrew Booth making the tackle.
And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them.
Second down at 5.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
But they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.